Hey, Aaron here with another culture video. Just wanted to take a moment today to talk to you about the idea of generosity. And one of the culture points that Fusion adopts is we want to be a very generous culture. We live in a pretty, just by and large, a pretty stingy culture. We're always thinking about we work a lot, we work tons, and sometimes we feel like, man, I just don't have time. Inflation and the prices of everything are going up, although it's been great that the price of gas is going down. But just by and large, things are getting more and more expensive, but we're getting paid about the same. And so a lot of times we feel like, man, I just don't have any money to spare, and I'm in debt, but let's just think about who God is. God is enormously wealthy. I mean, he doesn't really deal in the currency that you and I deal in, but he has resources to absolutely everything. And if our God really is the God of all and the King of all the earth, and he is our Father, then in all reality, we, by adoption, are incredibly wealthy and have everything that we need. And so I think that when looking at what we do with Fusion and working with students, we need to work from a very wealthy mindset. We can't ever let ourselves get into the mentality that we are just getting by, or get into the mentality that we don't have enough. Whether it's talking about the amount of students that are coming, or the amount of leaders that we have, or the budget that we're working from, or the amount of time in a day, let's always keep the mindset that we are working from God. Everything that we have is just funneling from God, and in him we have everything that we need. And so we are a generous culture. So, when we show up on Wednesday, or when we pick up a student throughout the week, let's just always come from the mindset of we have everything that we need. We have more than what we need. We are a generous culture, which means that by and large, we are giving enormously to these students. We are always about giving. We're not about getting. We are not in need. We are a giving people. We need nothing. Everything that we have comes from God. We are a giving people. I like to say that the gospel is too awesome to go cheap. Whether it's cheap on our time, cheap on our leadership, cheap in our money. When we have a vision to do something and we're thinking, well, this is the best that we can do, scrap that mentality. That does not work. If God wants it to happen, he'll provide everything that we need. We are a generous culture. Let's give generously. Make the gospel generous, because that's who God is. He gave generously to us. When he went and fed the 5,000, he had nothing to work for. But because everything that he had came from his Father, when he blessed it, he said, God bless this. It was more than enough. He fed all 5,000 with just a few loaves and a few fish, and over 5,000 men, women, and children, they ate, and there was enough to be left over. So we serve a generous God. Let's give generously. Let's be generous. Everything that we have, we do it generously. We're not just getting by. We're not just skimping by. We have more than enough in everything that we have. All right, that's it. A generous culture. Let's go do it.